Welcome back to Closing Bell. We are coming to you live from the CNBC-TV18 Motilal Oswal studio. Well, it's that time of the day then where we spike things up a little bit. And Nimesh is joining us. Nimesh, what are you picking up in terms of dealing rooms? Now it seems almost everyone's back to business. They had a bit of a lull at the start of the week, but now holiday season over. Tell us what you pick up.
Well, looks like honeymoon season is over. Now you're seeing the reality check, right? So, and we saw in the last 3 days itself, FIs are back and they've started selling aggressively. So that's been the trend today as well. I guess what we saw is a small, pullback from the lows in the last 15-20 minutes of trade. But again, the crucial level to watch is 17,800 on the downside. That's a very important level to track. If that's get taken out, we'll see a further sell-off in the overall market. So that's the overall feedback. I guess it's not a free fall today, but there is a price damage in a lot of stocks and a lot of sectors in today's trade. The bigger sectors like financials are under pressure today. IT stocks are under pressure today. So looks like it's selling across the board, and largely it's coming in from the larger FIs. So that's the overall feedback. I guess from a trigger point of view, the earnings next week with TCS starting, and the EM allocation will be very important for the India market perspective and from a flow perspective as well. So those needs to be tracked. But I guess there is a reality check now that the big boys are back in the market. There is selling pressure from the larger FIs, and largely the feedback is there is a bit of apprehension from the retail investors as well to buy into this dip. So they are not supporting the market to a larger extent, and there is selling pressure from the FI.
Well, it's a bit of a cash-22 situation, right? Because the retail investors out there, they're saying the FDs are giving so much better returns, the bonds are giving tension-free returns. So interesting, but as you've been telling us, the second half of January will be important because the emerging market allocations will come about, and then we'll get a better sense.
Right.
But let's get more exciting things now. 3-4 stocks that you're picking up. What's the news flow there?
So in terms of individual names, the first stock on my list today is PVR. For the last couple of days, that stock is under pressure. Even in today's trade, it's down 2%. The volumes are on the higher side, and I believe some of the large, FI seems to be settled in that particular stock, and hence that stock is under pressure for the last few days. The second stock is Page Industries. Under pressure today, there is a Macquarie note. They've downgraded the stock. But largely, I believe in Page Industries, the selling pressure from a leading domestic fund is largely over. For the last couple of days, there was a massive selling coming in, and that seems to be out of the way now. So that's Page Industries. And the last one is HDFC Life. And that's the consistent feedback for the last 4-5 days now. The only sector within financial which has done well is insurance, and that's because of continuous buying coming in. So even in today's trade, in a weak market, there are buy flows in insurance names, and HDFC Life stands out fairly on buying it. So looks like some of the large long-only funds have become active buyers in insurance, and within that, HDFC Life is the most preferred bet.
All right, interesting list of names.